friends, and they would smoke, and I got actually my first cigarette off of them. I wasn't planning on it. I did it on July 4th of like a year ago. Smoking is bad for you, but I feel like a lot of people do it nowadays because of trends that have been set in our past. I know I picked up smoking socially because, okay, I have friends who smoked, I'd go outside, have a cigarette with them, and it was more of a social thing, and then started working, and I was like, oh, well, a cigarette would be nice after a 9-hour work shift, and then, like, that's how addiction starts.
It started when I was 13. It was, I don't know, just kept smoking. Now, still smoke, want to quit, but it's just like, smoke when I wake up, smoke before I go to bed, smoke before classes, smoke after classes. It's just like a regular routine thing.
So I just started smoking due to like stress, just a lot of family issues, just anything that was going on in my life, depression that I faced. So I smoke is like to relieve myself every single day if I can get one. I know they're a waste of money. I get that. People tell me to stop. People tell me that you really shouldn't do it. It's bad for your health, and I do realize that. But there's another side to it where I just do it because it's like an automatic. There's just not a way for me to like say, just stop. It will take time, but definitely I do it due to stress and just anything that I can't handle. I use that as a way to handle it.
So I guess I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a smoker. But I think culture definitely plays a big part in if you do smoke or if you don't smoke. I know I never really smoked cigarettes in America, like my whole life here, I've never smoked. When I went abroad, when I went to Italy, it was just like a culture thing. Like everybody smoked, like young kids, old people, like everybody smoked. And it was just like a habit that you picked up, like just by going out and socializing with people. So I did. I smoked my first cigarette in Italy. I can say that. I don't know. I don't see myself staying with it. Like I said, it's not part of my life here, so that's just.
I think people smoke because they like the feel, just all that the nicotine and stuff, and they just like have that sense that maybe like the billboards and actors and actresses, they just think it's really cool to smoke it. It's kind of cool with something in their hand, just someone to puff on quite a bit.
Addiction, stress, just because they feel like it.
I tell people, if you really think smoking is sexy, just go to the hospital. I used to work in a hospital with people with lung issues, and you won't think it's sexy when you see somebody talking out through their throat. You know what I mean? I mean, it's really sad, to be honest with you, when you see somebody who has to have a tracheotomy because they have lung cancer or something like that.
Depends on maybe the person and how they look. They might look cool doing it, but I don't think it's a sexy trait. I would rather not have my significant other smoke just because.
I would agree. But I can remember times like thinking, oh, like smoking cigarettes is sexy. Like I see it.
Cool thing to do. But
yeah, but now that I'm older and I'm more aware about smoking, I'm not so much.
Yeah.
I feel that they are major contribution to the health risks in America and across the country. And I also feel that they are labeled as cancer sticks. And they used to be glamorous back in the 1950s. They are no longer glamorous. I don't know why people think that they are glamorous. And I cannot stand the effect of the smell or anything that is related to cigarettes.
I think sex appeal has been lost with cigarettes. At least for the most part. I mean, most people, they look at people smoking and they go, ew, it's your teeth. You know, got yellow teeth or not. Usually, you know, people who smoke a lot too, you can smell it through their pores and all that stuff. That's nasty. You don't want to wake up next to somebody like that. You and just it's not healthy, you know.
So the sex appeal of smoking, I think that's like again a lot based on culture and more or less society. Like it's just emphasized so greatly in the movies as being glamorous and like looked upon as like just like a sexy person, like a woman that maybe, I don't know, like an actress or something, like we think of them being as superficial and just like self-centered and smoking cigarettes without a care in their lives. I don't know. Just,
I think it's very unattractive. It's not good. Also can damage your teeth, and you know that pretty lady with that smile can you know, rots their teeth and doesn't look attractive at all.
when I think of smoking cigarettes, I think sex, I think Marilyn Monroe, I think like icons, like sex symbols. That's what I think. Madonna.
Yes, it helps you relax sometimes, probably, but I mean, is it worth that in the long run?